It's time to go where summer leads you during the season of discovery at Team Mazda. Transcend ordinary in the Mazda CX-5 or experience the next level of luxury in the all-new Mazda CX-90. Come by today and discover Mazda at Baton Rouge's Mazda dealer, Team Mazda.
That would be concerning and maybe set a precedent moving forward.
If you have plans to be outside, you might hit a couple of these little passing showers.
A drug bust and a few arrests made. Look at what they hauled in here.
Well, welcome to it, everybody. If you heard like it just knocked over the keyboard a little bit.
We got 2 of them, though.
Yeah, we do.
I mean, you need.
Maybe 5. We're kind of running things on our own here, so we've got 1, 2,
Man,
all the things.
AI ain't got nothing on Liz Cole.
Well,
welcome to WAFB Plus, everybody. 9 News Now to get you going right now. Look, man, I'd be all about AI if they could cool us down a little bit.
Oh.
We hit a record yesterday. Look, it's been hot for seemingly years. 100 degrees of temperature yesterday.
3 degrees. You're seeing 3 different numbers on the screen to tell the temperature. Steve, that just ain't right.
No, sir.
Getting ridiculous and could be up around triple digits, it looks like, again this afternoon. So a heat advisory in effect area-wide yet again for today. Live look outside this morning. There you see it, the sun coming up. Not a cloud to be found in that shot right now, so you know it's going to heat up in a hurry. Looks like another morning where we didn't get below 80 degrees in Baton Rouge. Right now we're at 82, anywhere from the mid-70s to low 80s to start out. By the way, heat index in Baton Rouge already 91 right now at 7 o'clock in the morning, so it'll warm up quickly. Mid-90s by noon, mainly dry through the morning. We do have a shower or 2 along the coast, and not shown here, but I've got the high up around 100 again today, which would put us within 1 degree of the record high. Mainly dry. We're going to keep rain chances less than 10%. Not completely dry, but only a slim shower chance. The heat index again today peaking at 110 or above. That's largely what's driving the heat advisory. And as I've shown you the last several days, it's also that the heat index is going to be elevated for a number of hours. So be careful. Now here's a little bit of good news. We give you a first alert to some relief arriving over the weekend in the form of better rain chances. Pick it up on the HRRR model here. So we start out tomorrow morning largely dry, keeping an eye on a cold front up to our north. Noon, lunchtime, still mainly dry tomorrow into the afternoon. The HRRR keeps it pretty dry here even through 4 o'clock with just a few showers and storms, but it's not long after that it has the storms erupting late afternoon into the evening, especially near north of the interstates. So that's 7 o'clock tomorrow evening, and some of that rain potentially continuing overnight into Sunday morning as the front then stalls out nearby. So that should start to give us some relief in the heat over the weekend. Now what we don't want to see obviously is severe weather. It's a low threat, but tomorrow and tomorrow night, the Storm Prediction Center has now posted a 1 out of 5 marginal risk of severe weather near and north of the interstates. Primary concern out of any stronger storms is damaging winds. So we're still dealing with this dome of high pressure centered out to our west, but we have a cold front that's draped from parts of the northeast back into the Tennessee Valley this morning, dropping southward. That's what's going to help to drive some of that rainfall over the weekend. How much rain are we talking about? This is the 7-day rainfall outlook, but much of this coming down over the weekend. And right now, the Weather Prediction Center showing for many of us maybe near an inch up to 2 inches of rain on average. Certainly could be locally higher in spots wherever we get any heavier storms developing. In the interim, we're looking at mainly dry day today, near a record high. Yesterday, we hit 100. That was a record. Tomorrow, 99. That would tie a record. And as I showed you, rain moving in late tomorrow into Sunday, and with the rain starting earlier Sunday, that should keep temperatures down a bit, low 90s for highs. On into next week, we start to see rain chances a little closer to normal for late July, anywhere from 30 to 50% much of the week, but temperatures back above normal, mid 90s for highs, could even be some upper 90s once again late next week. Almost 7:07 now, checking on the roads for you. Here's Johnny Asian.
Well, that truck's pulling a boat on 110 southbound of Florida, all clear, no backups and no blockages. Here's I-12 coming out of Denham, a little slow around O'Neill, Millerville. When you get to Airline Highway and certainly toward the Jefferson-Drusilla area on I-12 West, you look good. Then right here, a little brake tapping as you make your way over the interstate. Look how slow that traffic is starting to move from I-12 West over to I-10 East. All in all, not a bad drive this morning. Bridge traffic is cleaned up nicely. No problems in the background on LA1 and Port Allen. And we have our first wreck of the morning at this is not associated with the wreck. This is Greenville Springs Road and very bumper-to-bumper traffic, as it always is when it goes down past Bellingrath Hills to 2 lanes. But this is the crash with a little bit of backup right there on Sullivan at Central Thruway, so be aware of that as you make your way in and around in that area as well. 707, you have asked us to give you a little capsule, a summary of some of the big-ticket items we covered this morning, and we do that every morning from Studio B with Matt and Liz, and we continue with them now. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Johnny, and today we're looking ahead to what could possibly be a solution to violent crime in the Baton Rouge area.
I mean, you talk about a difficult, not just difficult topic to talk about, but a difficult way to get our hands around this and wrap our minds around what's going on in Baton Rouge and how do we fight this trend of violent crime. Well, sometimes it does start with that conversation. And I know a lot of people are like, conversation's over, man. We've been talking about this forever. Let's do something. But there is another conversation going on. They very much like the folks to be a part of it. A news conference about the recent violent crime and what this means. They're actually doing it from the Family Justice Center down here on Government Street.
Yeah, so we expect to hear from Chief Murphy Paul, some city leaders, to talk about potential programs that are going to be in place. We're going to have a crew there to cover it. We'll, of course, let you know what happens on 9 News at noon. Okay, so speaking of all of that, they could use you a little bit of help right here. I don't know, we're going to get you a look here at this woman, kind of behind some plexiglass right here. But they're looking for her. They're saying whoever this might be tried to rob a Kangaroo Express? Yeah, the clerk at the store. This happened kind of early Tuesday. So I know this is hard to make out here, but this is that Kangaroo Express there on Plank.
Gotcha.
So this happened early Tuesday. They're now kind of sorting through the surveillance footage to see what else they can find. But this is that clearest shot of this woman in pink, what appears to be, happening during the overnight hour. So again, not a lot of people out and about in the roads, but if you happen to see something that looks suspicious, maybe you happen to be just out late getting gas or something at the Munchies at the convenience store,
that's true.
Well, go ahead and call Crime Stoppers because they sure would love to know who that is.
Because here's the thing. You said plexiglass that she's on that side of. The police say she fired 2 shots at that clerk.
That's scary.
Who was behind the plexiglass, and that's where the bullets ended up. So they very much, to Liz's point, want to find out who this is. Speaking of crime height here, this is a story that Liz, you were talking about earlier, evolved very quickly, and now we have 3 arrests in a homicide investigation.
On Monday, we were talking about that body found at that park off of Flannery, South Flannery, and then we found out Janice Frazier was arrested in connection to Christopher Holden's death. And
boyfriend?
Then, and that's after, after that, a day later, we found out that she's actually admitted to another murder in 2021 of Amani Anderson Jr. And then just yesterday, we learned that 2 other people have been arrested in connection to the death of Christopher Holden just over this past weekend.
Wow.
It's a lot.
This is who you're looking at. Gregory Williams and Christopher Smith, charged now with varying degrees of murder or accessory after the fact, that kind of a thing. But 3 arrests now in what has been, again, a very quickly evolving case. The investigation continues. Don't know about any more arrests, but already 3 made in this case. We'll, of course, keep you updated. But that was, it grabbed some headlines and has been for the last few days.
Yeah, keep calling them with tips, too.
Absolutely. Okay. Big shift of gears here from 5th to 1st or 1st to 5th, whatever you want to call it. There's an opportunity right around the corner to get yourself a check and maybe actually get a brand new little furry friend.
I know that's a lot, but
yeah.
How about you reward yourself maybe with the skin cancer screening?
That's a good way to go.
And then you also get a pet too. So Companion Animal Alliance, the Parish Animal Shelter, and Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center, they're teaming up to host this kind of combined event here at Companion Animal Alliance by LSU. So today, adoption fees are $10 for a pet there, and then you can also schedule to get a free skin cancer screening. So it's a lot of hodgepodge things, you know.
Throw it into one pot.
It's like kitchen sink cookies.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but you end up with great things, right? You end up getting a check on your health, and you end up with a furry family friend.
Check out the story. It's right there waiting for you.
It's a lot.
My friends in Baker. Speaking of getting checked out, that health kind of thing, Baker offering some free heart screenings. This is actually happening tomorrow.
Yes, so folks, 3325 Groom Road. If you are 60 and above, just know that this is free. It's a no cost, no insurance heart screening. If you've always been wondering, well, maybe something's just not right.
Tick, tick, tick,
yeah, this is your chance to get that free screening. They are asking you to register, and our great digital team has the link for you to sign up right there. Go ahead and put that on the calendar for tomorrow. Start your day early with that heart health check.
Let's talk a little bit about, speaking of being healthy, staying healthy, those who fight for that, for our maybe some of our youngest out there. St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. We know what they do. There's a great event going on to help support that effort.
How about a book fair?
There you
Who
go.
doesn't love a book fair?
Come on.
Look, I know a lot of you with kiddos may have some summer reading to tackle before that
Boy,
first day
howdy.
of school.
Yeah.
You got less than a month to read, so if you still need to buy the book, tomorrow's a great opportunity to go out there, buy that book, because proceeds are going to the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. How incredible is that?
It's both of the Barnes and Nobles in Baton Rouge, right?
Yes.
So make your way out there. Kelly Hubbard was live there this morning talking with some of the folks involved with this. Exactly. How can you not get behind this?
Yeah.
You know the good that place has done and continues to do. If you want to read more about it, literally read more about it. The story's waiting for you. So let's keep talking back to school. We've been talking about this for a couple days now.
Yes.
The School Teen Summit to empower youth as we get back to a brand new school year. This is for 13 to 18-year-olds?
It is, and so if you want to sign them up for it, register for this free event. It's happening today and tomorrow, 2 different sessions there at the Green Mill Springs Lab. You do have to register. They are asking for you to sign up, and we've got that link for you in this story too, but a great way to kind of kick off the school year.
It really is, because the school year is right around the corner. So what our digital team, you mentioned a second ago, what they've done is in one spot at WAFB.com and in your 9 News app, all the different back-to-school events that are going on, and it's a growing list. Exactly, it keeps on evolving. So it's all right there waiting for you.
We're going to add to the story as we get more as well. And speaking of events, there's another one happening tonight.
Yes.
Jacques Doucet staying very busy wrapping up SEC Media Days in Nashville, trying to make his way back for tonight.
Is he even back?
I don't know yet. We have to find out.
I mean, can we get him back into town for
that
this?
would be nice.
This is what he does.
Yeah, Red Rock and Blue, right?
Everybody knows what Red Rock and Blue is now. This is one of those great concerts, and even more than that, we've got the big softball tournament coming up, benefiting, for instance, like Blue Star Moms. Guys, this is a fantastic event. You guys have been a part of Red Rock and Blue, the tournaments as well. It's back again.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
What a great human being, Jacques Doucet.
I know we need to nominate him for some kind of big award, right?
Yeah.
And find that man some time to get some sleep too.
And back
that'd
to
be nice.
school, you guys were making me dizzy with all that up and down with the scrolling, but it seems like we were just getting out of school.
Yeah, you missed it yesterday. I was kind of talking about this beginning of the summer. I was all excited, and now about a month and a half in, I'm like, can we start school?
Steve's ready.
Get him out! Get him out!
It's time for the kids to go back to school. I think a lot of parents are there with you, Steve. We'll be there before we know it. In the meantime, we'll see you in 10 minutes on the Mothership. Have a great day.
You could be driving.
Smooth handling and smart interior styling. Just 2 reasons why the all-new Honda CR-V was once again named a Car and Driver's 10 Best Trucks and SUV list. Come see your new CR-V today at Louisiana's #1 Honda dealer, Team Honda on Seagan Lane.